Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're like me, you like retro technology. Whether it's, cassettes, Game Boys, or, any other stupid form of old, outdated media that nobody uses anymore. You like it. And if you're also like me, you like modifying this shit. This is a tape I got on AliExpress, and it has these reel-to-reel type things on them. I haven't put music on it yet, but I'm actually gonna. Let me grab one of my mixtapes that I made to show you. So as you can see here, this is my this is my cassette tape that I made. I called it my Bump and Mix, and I've got a bunch of songs on it that I put on there. And I even dated it as to when I did this. So yeah, this clearly I like this kind of shit. And so I thought, I like music a lot. I like music a lot. I have over 700 music tracks, I guess, downloaded. I've just got a shit ton. And I actually used to use an iPod. My first ever iPod was a shuffle, one of those square ones. I don't know where I put it, but it's one of those square ones, and it was green. It had the circle button. It had no screen or anything like that. I think it was a shuffle, one of the last ones. It was, the last shuffle. But it maxes out at a gig or two. And I had way more than a gig or two of music, so then I got myself an iPod Nano 7th generation, a gray one. And I liked that one too. But it started having weird issues with my music being put on there. It would say the file type isn't supported, even though it was an MP3, and there should be no problem with an MP3 file. So I was like, fuck, okay, fine. So then I started just using YouTube to listen to music, and God, using YouTube for music is terrible, because you get ads, and you can't control what the music track is that plays next, because it could just not even be music next. It could just be a YouTube video, which is it makes sense for YouTube to show you videos on a video streaming platform, but I wanted to listen to music. So I figured out the solution, and the solution was the most finicky fucking iPod to get running ever. My genius fucking idea, was to go and get one of these, and to deal with one of these fucking things is kind of bullshit, because every other iPod, literally every other iPod, is easy to use. You just plug it in your computer, you put the music on it, and it charges off the same thing. And it's easy to mod. All the iPods pretty easy to mod, except for the fucking 6th and 7th generations of iPod Classics, which I heard are the most nightmarish things to pull apart ever. And even worse is the iPod shuffles towards when they put a screen on it. I heard that also got pretty bad. But every other iPod, pretty simple to modify. This thing is a pain in the fucking ass, and I'll show you. Because this video is about modifying this shit brick. It's about opening it up, putting a new battery in it, putting more expanding the the storage on it, expanding the storage on it, and then cleaning it, because it is disgusting. It still is after cleaning this. I'm recording this after I made the video, so this feels kind of weird. That's why my nails are a different color, and also aren't completely fixed up yet. But I've done it, and it still has a grossness on it. I've used all kinds of cleaning materials on it. Could not get whatever the fuck Chinese place had put on this, because yes, I did get this iPod from China, and I have no idea what they did to this iPod, but it is disgusting. Enough of me rambling. Let's get into the modification of the worst iPod to modify ever. Hello everyone, this is a different video I'm going to be making today. Sorry for the dirty mat, there's nothing I can really do to get all this off except putting it in the wash. So today is a different video because we're going to, there we go, we're going to be modding an iPod. I got this idea from Dankpods, obviously, one of the biggest channels for iPods and other types of stuff out there, and so I thought I'll do this myself as well. So these are all the things I got. I didn't order this Elite Obsolete gave this to me in the package of things I actually did order, so thank God he did that, because I don't have one of those. And I realized that right after purchase. I was like, fuck, I don't have one of those. God damn it. So anyway, this is the board itself. And these are the things I need for the rest of the mods. You remove the hard drive out of this, you take this, you put, oh, well, I forgot about this too. You take this, you put this into here, and then you put that into the slot here, and then you put it into that. But before we do any of that shit, I gotta open this. Here's the pry tool out of its thing. This is sharp. It has to be sharp to get inside of this. So when you get one of these, make sure to get one that has one of these on it, or just wrap it in something like this. Just like wrap it real quick. That way it has a bit more. I'm actually going to wrap it more. Here we go. I've wrapped it, so now all the sharp bits aren't exactly where I'm going to be. Anyway, the way to open this is you have to make sure that the hold switch is in the off position. Otherwise, you know, I don't know what happens. I really don't. But how do you get this in? So you said to do this, and then oh, you turned on. That's scary. I think the edge is easier to get into. Looks like it. Oh, I'm in. So get inside and then pry up. Just get over to this side. There we go. All you gotta do is slide along here and pry up. It's a little barbaric, but as you can see, I got all the clippies out. Or not all of them. Gotta get this one too. Alright. Here we are, inside the pod. Oh yeah, this is one of those that has a double stack hard drive. Or no, this is a single stack, because it's a 10 gigabyte. And I knew this was a 10 gigabyte getting into this because it's the cheapest one you can buy. I also got a can of air duster, so you know, just blow away any of the shit that's in here. It looks like someone's been in here already because there's fingerprints in here. The first thing you're supposed to do is unplug this, which, as you can see here, plugs right in. Oh shit. A little precarious. There we go. Got it. Okay. Now we're just left with the front part. And it looks like if I just lean this back here, I can just unplug. Ooh, God, that's disgusting. Gross. The fuck? Where is this plugged into? I think it's this cable here, right? Yeah. Oh. There's like a protective thing on it. I can just pull it up. There we go. Okay. Now I don't need to go deeper than this, but I kind of need to because I need to pull out the screen because, oh God, there's shit on this. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a piece of dirt in there. Yeah, you can see that on camera. There's a piece of dirt right there that got dislodged when I accidentally dropped this thing once. Which, I do drop this because I am a clumsy motherfucker. Oh, that unplugs like that. Okay. So wait, I'm gonna clean this because it's disgusting. There's like a resin on it. Ugh. Oh yeah, I also need to take out this battery, which someone's been... Oh, I know. Yeah, someone's definitely been in here. This is an aftermarket battery. Ooh. That is on right now. I don't know how you turn this off, like, properly, except for pulling out the battery, which I don't think is a good idea while it's on, but because I don't know how to turn it off, let's watch the screen go off. There we go. Next thing to do is unscrew the whole thing, which requires star bits. I think I have in this kit of screwdrivers I got at one point. So this is my laptop and tablet screen replacement toolkit, which I have done neither of those things before. Okay, yeah, there are star bits, but what kind of star bit is it? Ah, it's one of these. So maybe this one will work. Aha! I accidentally got the right one out the first time. This is a 3rd gen, so I know that I know going into this that this is going to be a very unfun pod to mod, like to work on. However, to me, that makes it fun because it's difficult. I also don't know a shit ton about the insides of this thing, so there's that as well. No, there's definitely a screw over here somewhere. What is with this fucking... I don't even know what to describe this as. It's not... Ah, there was a screw under there. Right here. I'm an idiot. Okay, now I can pull up on this. Can I? What the fuck? Oh, it's because there's something plugged in. I'm not referring to this. This should come right on out. But there we go. It was a little stuck. Yeah, the click wheel assembly, and I think just the whole front piece was kind of stuck in there. That's okay though. I'm not trying to unplug that because I don't want to replug that because there's a possibility that I fucked that up. Anyway, just lightly pull on that. It doesn't look like it wants to come out. So I want to force it. I really don't because there's the possibility that I break it, and I don't have a pry tool. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Never mind. Oh, it's adhered. That's why it was a little tough to pull off. Okay. Very gentle. There we go, I got it up. Okay. Aha! Dust be gone. Wah. That is really gross. Ew. That. Good. It's doubly not good as I don't know if I have any Q-tips. Ah, thank God I have Q-tips left. I need to go out and get more Q-tips because I have like 3 from what I could feel in there. Oh, whoops. That totally just fucking moved that. Oh well. It looks like some sort of like mold, honestly. I don't know where the fuck this was. All I know is I think it came from China. That's all I know about this. Anyway, it's an LCD, so it's fine to do this. Now, on something like the 5.5 gen that I'm going to mod, it probably won't be a great idea to do this. So I'm not going to do that on the 5.5 gen. Anyway, we've successfully cleaned it. And now what I got to do is I got to put down this battery here. So put the battery in here. Or, dum-dum. Like this, and then the wire has to go under the board, like this. I don't know why this is. I don't know why the pods are built like this. They are. I'm gonna just put this together like this, like that. Can't wait for this to not work. The best part about modifying the technology is that because you're not doing it the way the manufacturer intended you to do it, there is a possibility that it just doesn't want to work anymore. Got it. Okay, now that's all correctly in there. Now the next step is to clean this, because as you can see, there's something on it, and if I shine this in the light, there is definitely something on it. I'm just going to take the other side of this Q-tip and wipe it down, because this is disgusting. The other thing you can do is just get rid of this entirely, this blue bit, because it's not necessary, but it's insulation, and I'd like to keep the insulation in there. It might be flux for some weird reason. Someone might have used flux on this before I got it, which is kind of alarming, but at the same time, not that surprising. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, there's like something that totally oxidized the copper on this side. Sorry for the cuts between where the camera looks different. It's because this fucking setup sucks ass, and I need some sort of better solution. But I'm not going to find one for a long while. Anyway. Now, I don't know what the fuck this is for, but I heard that you just cut it off and then you can, like, use solder to jump. I don't care. I'm not gonna do that. If it doesn't work, then I'll do it, but for the time being, I'm not doing that because I don't trust myself with that kind of thing. Anyway. It's time to plug in the micro SD, which is 64 gigs, so that's nice, into our SD adapter, which is in the unlock position. Gotta make sure that's the case. Then slide that in here, I think like this. Yep. All the way in. Then we have compact flash, then into here. I think this is the right way. Should be anyway. Okay, this way. It is this way. Okay. Stiff. But it worked. And then this has all my music on it. Isn't that pretty nuts? This platter drive. It's slow and it's small storage, so I don't mind getting rid of it though. Anyway, and then we just plug this into here. Which, if I line this up without breaking any of the pins. There we go. It's all in there. And then we just put this onto this here correctly. Bam. Yeah. That's all really. Everything's in there properly, except one last thing I want to do, which it just requires me finding my cap down tape, where I put that garbage. That little emporium of wonders over here. A bunch of shit everywhere, but cap down tape. I am using this because I would like to secure this down to here. As you can tell, I've also never used Kapton tape before. This will be my first ever project using Kapton tape. How the fuck are you supposed to do this? Oh, it's weird. I really need to make sure that this doesn't like jiggle around too much. So, this is so fun doing this kind of tech stuff. I bought a Polaroid camera as well online. I can't wait to get that too. Let's turn this pod on though. So. There we go, it's turning on. Now what we want to see is restore iPod. I don't know if that's good or bad, I can't remember, but I think that's good. Boot looping. Oh wait, it's good. That's actually good, because that means, this is just gonna sit here for a while, I think. I think that's a good sign, because I think the one you don't want to see is the dead iPod sign, because I think that's the really bad one. It's also nice that this thing works without everything like plugged in. It's actually really nice. Okay, the only thing left to do is really seal it up, but something before I do want to do before doing that is I want to put like a piece of something in there to give it like, insulation. But there's nothing I have. Oh wait, yeah, here. Just foam. We'll just cut it to size. That. I'm just gonna get this way because I don't want dust in there. Okay, and then... Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to do before anything else. Fuck, I forgot to do that. So I gotta carefully take this off. Also, I like the thin model more than the thick model because the thin one just feels better. I forgot to fucking screw in the board, too. Just put in the screws. God, that is an idiotic move on my end. Okay, so now I'm not an idiot. Anyway, well, I still am, but for different reasons. I take this, I'm gonna wipe down the corners of the pod, because as you can see, it's fucking filthy. Oh my god. It's like hand sweat. Ugh, don't wanna know. Yeah, this iPod had a rough life. Clearly. Just using that, getting all the other dust out. The iPod is still boot looping, so that's great. But it can do that for as long as I give a shit. I think it wants this in there. Anyway, this video is not about getting the software on here, it's just about modding it. So I'm gonna be back in a little bit after I successfully get this to work now that I've put in the Flash mod. So, see you in a bit. And here we go. The iPod is now finally back into this. Took a little bit of finagling, but I finally got it in. And it's got that beautiful memory flash. People say that it has problems in this, but I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm just happy that I got this to work properly. So we're gonna button this bad boy up. Oh yeah. Okay, it is stuck on something. This is amazing. Okay, yeah, I do have to solder that. I have to break this off and then solder it. I mean, the iPod's still going. It could just be working off RAM at the moment. Of course, I don't have anything on here anyway. So, you know, just gotta wait anyway to upload all my music to it. And I do now have 64 gigs in this, which is way more space than ever needed for one of these things. This is lead-free, right? Yep, lead-free. Thank God. I think lead-free solder is a bit more expensive than leaded solder, but it's also worth it because if you ever want to do like this kind of stuff, you never, and I mean never, want something that has lead in it. Especially you don't want to inhale any of that shit. Because, well, you know, fucking obviously you don't want to inhale lead. But, and I don't know why, a lot of these solders are made with lead still. But anyway, we've now bridged the gap. So now all that's left to do is just to button this thing up. It's not working anymore. Oh no, it is. Okay, it was just in the sleeping mode. Alright, now I should be able to button this up and it closes properly. Come on. Don't give me shit. There we go. Yeah, I did have to close out. But anyway, this is the iPod. The back is a little scuffed up. That's just any iPod. The front, however, has this weird, like, material on it. I don't even know if you can see that, but it's, like, really gross. And I tried both Brasso and plastic polish, and neither of them got this shit off. I do not know who had this iPod before me. I don't know what happened to it, but they got some sort of material on it, and it's, like, really gross. And as you can see, it's, like, right there. And it does scrape off with my fingers, my fingernail, if I do it for long enough. It's not bothering me as much as... It bothers me because it looks gross, but otherwise it's perfectly fine. It's just got some shit on it, you know? But otherwise, I did it! And if we go to, well, turn on the backlight, let's also turn on the fucking contrast. That is impossible to see. But, it's not contrast, it's contacts. There we go. Ah, much better. Okay. Go to about. It says there's 59 gigabytes on the iPod. Which I do want to know what's taking up 5 gigabytes on this iPod, but at the same time, I just don't care. It has 59 gigabytes, which is more than 10. Even says it's format for Windows, which is pretty awesome. Something I didn't mention all that thoroughly was how to sync the iPod once you've done the modification to it. So once you like actually put in the flash storage, I would suggest don't button it yet. Do not button it up because you have no idea if it's working properly yet or not. Instead, just plug the damn thing into your computer. See what happens. When you plug it in, it could not work at all, or it could work. It's all up to whatever the iPod feels like. I would recommend, don't watch my video on something more technical like this. Go to like DangPods or someone like Tronics Fix. Go to their channels. They know what they're doing way more than I know what I'm doing. This is my first ever iPod modification, so of course I don't really know that much, but I will talk about some of the things I do know, which is the fact that when you plug this beast in, it might freak out. The place where it freaked out for me was when I plugged it into the computer. I did the restore iPod, and then it told me to unplug it. When it tells you to unplug it, it should give you a symbol of the 30-pin dock, or the 30-pin connector, sorry, with an arrow pointing away from it. It did not show that for me. It just showed okay to disconnect with a check mark on it. So I thought that was fucking weird. And then when I plugged it in, didn't do anything. What you have to do in that instance is you have to restart it by pressing and holding the menu button and the play pause button together at the same time. And you just have to wait. It may seem like it's not doing anything, but eventually it will restart. And then once it restarts, it should give you the 30-pin, like the 30-pin image with the arrow on it. Once it does that, plug that into your FireWire wall outlet, and when it's doing that, that's when it uploads the entirety of the OS, and then you're good to go. Then you can, and if that all works properly, you can button it all together and plug it into your computer. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that in a bit of greater detail than I did in the video. Also, don't be an idiot like me and clip that fucking that black thing on the connector. If you're using an iFlash board, please use an iFlash board. Don't do what I did, unless you're cutting costs, which was what I was doing. Then cut that fucking black thing and solder it, because otherwise you can't button it, and then you look like me like an idiot on camera. Anyway. That was modding an iPod. So thank you all so much for watching the video. It's been really fun. Right now, actually, as I'm recording this, I am syncing all of my music from my computer onto my iPod. So, you know, as time goes on, I may start to hate this fucking thing. But for now, I think it's an awesome piece of technology, and I only recommend modifying the thing if you have like a 10 gigabyte or a 20 gigabyte hard drive, because if you have the 40 gig version, it's not necessary, because 40 gigabytes is more than enough space for anything. If you have a dead drive, then I would update it. And if you just don't like the speeds, like I know that the dual platter for the 40 gig is a little bit slow. I mean, even the regular platter one was pretty slow for me, but I didn't mind it too much. And the main thing that I did mind that I thought was annoying was the 10 gigabyte limit. So that's why I modified it. But, you know, once you modify your iPod, and let's say you have a 40 gig backplate on it, just put the thicker back onto it. That will be much better if you put the thicker back onto it. Or thinner, sorry, if you get a thinner back and put it on there. I personally, I bought a thin 4th gig back, and I want to try putting on this like a brand new one, and I want to try putting it onto this 3rd gen. I don't know if it'll work. Everything I've looked up online has given me 0 results regarding it. I asked Reddit on the iPod space. So I got 2 responses basically. One of them saying that no, it's not possible because of the pins, and they're referring to the plastic tabs that are on the front that connect the two together, the front and the back. Which, you know, that may be true, but also it's Reddit, so they may just be talking out of their ass. And another person said, not too sure, but I would like to know, I would like you to update this when you do it. So, forgot to put my phone on silent. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try doing the 4th gen back on 3rd gen front and see how it goes. Hopefully it goes good, because if that's the case, then that means that you can get a brand new back for your iPod 3rd gen. You can get a brand new one without having to worry about the fact that there is 0 places that sell brand new backplates for the iPod 3rd Gen. I don't know why, but just no one sells. Even Elite Obsolete, which is where I got all my parts from, does not sell them. Doesn't. They only sell used. Same with the front plate too. Actually, I would have swapped out the front and the back, but they don't have those new. They only have used ones, and the ones that I have work fine for me. Certainly better than trying to gamble on if they're going to be in better or worse condition. So anyway, yeah, thank you all so much for watching this. If you like this, hit that fucking like button. It should act. Funny thing about YouTube, it should light up. I'll say it again. Hit the like button. As you can see, it should light up, and then hit that subscribe button, and it should light up. I don't give a shit if you subscribe or not. I just hope that you had a fun time watching this video, like I did. I had a fun time making this video. I haven't edited yet as of recording this, so it could be awful. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.